That should be, let's say record.
Yes, it does, yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, perfect.
Right, good evening. Welcome to the Honeycomb Hounslow, Hungry Horse venue. I'm Chris Forster, and we're going to have a slightly different demonstration tonight. I'm probably not meant to I wouldn't mention things about Bible stuff, but you all know about the idea of Adam, Eve, created, etc. But that story came out with a man called Moses, didn't it? 1500 BC. What if I were to tell you that wasn't the only story to come out of Egypt in 1500 BC? Moses' story sets out an idea of light, the skies, the waters, the sun, the moon, the planets, sea creatures, land animals, and then the work is rested. But the other story that comes out of Egypt is quite different. You see, this was written by a man named Hermes Trismegistus. Now, he turns up in Egypt at 1500 BC as Trismegistus, but he's also known in Egypt a bit later as Hermes Trismegistus. Now, this man is phenomenal. He wrote so many books, all written on papyrus, as you can imagine. Obviously, he didn't last forever, but his books were all in the great library at Alexandria. So I guess you all like movies, the big Hollywood movies of the past. Movies like Antony and Cleopatra. What's her name? It was Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor, wasn't it? Not that Elizabeth Taylor played Cleopatra, obviously. They fell out with Rome, didn't they? Because Egypt, Cleopatra, wanted their own trade deal, didn't want to pay any tribute or tax to Rome. Mark Antony was having a jolly good time over in Egypt, didn't want to go back and get into trouble. All the great works of magic, as well as history, were in the great library in Alexandria. Rome, being rather cheesed off at Egypt not paying tribute, sent a navy over and said, we're going to kick the living daylights out of Antony and Cleopatra. But before they get there, they burn to the ground the library at Alexandria. Yeah? So all of those records, all the magic has been lost. Now, it was said that some of this magic from the ancient world could help people look at, or be used to look at people's futures and where are they in life. What's it, this philosophy that they had in ancient Egypt of how Adam came to be. Because their account wasn't that Adam was of the earth. Their account of how Adam was quite different. And those records, those documents were in the library that the Romans burnt to the ground. I searched for years for such documents. I went to Egypt with Mrs. We had 2 wonderful weeks. She had a honeymoon at a lovely hotel.
No.
And we didn't get that in Egypt. But it looks pretty good to me.
Yeah.
So that is one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple peace leader as well. But I searched everywhere, even 2 weeks honeymoon in Egypt. I was visiting sites and who can I find? Let me have a bucket, let me shovel out some sand. Where are these secret teachings? Where do they all go? Because it was said that when the library was burnt to the ground, the most important document was saved by the priests who ran into the desert and buried it. But when it was meant to be found, it would be found. And I searched everywhere, and I didn't find it in the marketplaces, the souks, or anywhere. And I looked everywhere I went. I might go to Eastbourne, the capital of antiquarian books, and I'd go in bookshops. Where is this document? It wasn't anywhere. And I went to Hungry Horse pubs, and I went to a Hungry Horse and bag shop, and I searched for bookshops and charity shops, and it wasn't there. I even went to a Hungry Horse down in, I don't know, past Farnham, I think it was, and I went even up to nearly Luton, Houghton Regis, Hungry Horse at Houghton Regis, and I went in bookshops and I couldn't find the document anywhere. But I came here to Hounslow a few days ago to check out the venue, and I walked into a charity shop and asked this lady, have you got anything in here about the descent of Adam from the 8th plane? And this lady said, I think this is what you're looking for. So I was a bit suspicious. I thought she was pulling my leg, because on the cover it said Battersea, home for every dog and cat. I thought she's having a joke, isn't she? But it says on the front of it, the descent of Adam by Hermes Trismegistus. And this is how you're meant to use it for divination. So, I think if we work round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe, but you could also be 6 and 7. Does this make sense? You know what I'm going to do. So, do you like being a number 1?
No.
Do you like being a number 1? Do you like?
No, yes.
You like being number 1? Do you like being number 1? Do you like being number 1?
Yes.
Good. Right, so you're number 1. So what happened was this. I'll have to read it from this ancient manuscript. Adam started off on the 8th plane. This is beyond the planets, beyond the stars, a different realm. And his first stop off was on Mercury. So what this means is you're the communicator here. You're the one who said yes. Nobody else said yes, did they? So you are the communicator.
Yeah, she talks clever.
You would be a good teacher as well, whether that means as profession or teaching people how to live. Either professional teaching people how to live, a guide to others in their life, teaching them, coaching them, anything to do with teaching. Now, have you got stickability? Would you stick at a task, or would you look to move on to something different? That'd be the question. Maybe you'd look to move on too quickly. Number 2s. Surely, can I say the lady at the end is number 2?
It'd be number 2, yeah.
You have reached the planet Venus. You're the person who's got love in your smile.
That's true.
In Western equivalents, you might be seen as Taurian, the bull, Taurus the bull, if you like. So that might be birthdays around May.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is interesting. So this ancient teachings from Egypt somehow is tying in with Western astrology.
Yeah.
So some of it, of the textbooks, even the ancient Egyptian textbook, it's so relationships are important to you. Well, I guess we could all say that. But meaningful relationships are more important to you than financial gain or wealth. That is the key to you. You are a social person, but you're here. But some people are happier working in isolation. Some people want to be part of the group or team, or happiest as part of the group or a team. But you're a team player. Now, I'll just pick out something else from this. On your studies, because I had to go to school as well once upon a time, but in your studies you might well have been more drawn to the arts than the sciences.
Yes.
Not chemistry, physics,
I wasn't a STEM
art, pottery, to English, history, reading, literature, rather than maths, chemistry, physics. Right. So that's the type of person you are. And you like, and I would say, although this is not as per Hermes Trismegistus, you deserve some luxury possessions in life. But on the other hand, you realise that material goods are actually not as important as people, because you're very down to earth. And may I say the fish and chips is excellent?
Yeah, they are. Thank you.
Right. So number 3.
I would do number 3.
Number 3.
I would do
The young lady on my right is a number 3. Now,
I don't know if I am, but
I have been ordered. I must not stereotype.
okay.
But I think you could be a lot of fun on the dodgems.
On the
On the dodgems.
Yeah, I so
Anything
would.
like going
Very dangerous.
funfair dodgems.
Yeah.
Go-karts for fun. I don't mean 500cc or 250cc go-karts at, say, holiday park places. Could be a lot of fun, but to look at, people might say, oh, actually, no, we think you would be regular, sensible, but this could be your thing. The dodgems, the go-karts, something we can all work at is channeling the vast energy that you have in a positive manner, because sometimes this energy could be dissipated into negative enterprises. I won't say people, negative activities, negative exercises, and there's a strong feeling that you must bring honour to your family. So part of the drive is, I want to achieve things, get things, achieve things, ambition. And the negative side of it is, what am I doing to get it? The positive side is, I want it to be good for my family. That can mean help family, support family, but honour by mother and father. It's to bring honour to within a family. We are not a rubbish people. We've done well. Doing well means a little bit more than I've got the big house and the big car. It means, well, it's nice to have a nice house, it's nice to have a nice car, but there's this thing about honour with it as well. And that, again, it's different to respectability. Respectable was a very good pop song by Mel and Kim, by the way, if you want to Google it.
no, we know it. We're of that
We know
era.
it.
Respectable, yeah. Mel and Kim. They were lovely young ladies, lovely young ladies. There's something about, it's a bit about being respectable. The achievements have to be honourable. So people could be successful in business or commerce or money making, but if there was some kind of cheating or dishonour in it, what they really achieved. So the great thing is this Mars force you've got it under control. And I also feel with this this Mars drive, there's a blessing of a wedding or relationship as well. Don't know if you can take marriages, weddings, relationships are more than just contracts. There's something more than that to it. There's a drive with that as well. Right. Number 4 is the most stable person here.
The most stable person.
Are you the most Are you the most stable person here? You
Are
sure?
you, Nick?
That would be probably
You sure?
I think
Well,
so. I think
These are, it might be you.
No, it's
No,
not me.
well,
I'm
be a
not. Am I
number
the
4
most stable
anyway.
person
Right,
here?
is that-
Be a number 4.
out of you two, it
Be a
would be
number
you,
4.
Nick.
Just be a number 4 then. Look,
Let's see if it applies to Nick or you.
the reason 4 is simply there are 4 legs on a chair, therefore stability. But
Family.
I hope you've enjoyed this. There's been a little bit of philosophy about it, a bit of theology, a bit of philosophy. Maybe you like a bit of that. This would be very Sagittarian. This would be that house of the zodiac in Western astrology that likes philosophy, religions, etc.
Not you either.
That's what the old notes say. And a courageous person too. You think you're not?
No.
Do you see a sponsored event coming up where you're asked to participate?
No?
And it might be something you don't want to do. But I'm going to say that's there for you. You will be in a situation where you're challenged to take on that which most concerns you, that you most dislike. Find a way to face dealing with it. You will be directed towards it. That's my feeling. I can honestly say I have known times when I have underestimated myself. And I don't think you let people underestimate you. You overcome people who don't expect a lot of you. You're not letting people run you down, because you should have been a person who was jumping for joy. Should be a jubilant, happy person.
Just fine. Just get pulled down. Yeah.
A person of moonlit romance. A person of moonlit romance. It's magic. It's attractive. It's not quite the ordinary. It's almost into a world of fantasy. Don't look at me, I'm a married man. But somebody like that. But this appeal of a lady who is, this isn't quite per the notes of 1500 BC, but this Lady of Joy, this Lady of Jupiter, has kept herself chaste, has kept herself honourable, noble in relationships and so on. And there's a part here saying, not about go out and be a wicked person or a daft person, but get a bit more fun. Get a bit more fun. And makeup is a tricky issue for many people. And makeup can make people look quite different to who they really are. But your presentation makes you appear very much the attractive academic.
Is that true?
There's almost a Nana, I'm showing my age again, Nana Muscuri look. So Google Nana Muscuri. Greek singer. There's something, did she go into politics or something in Greece, Nana Muscuri? But anyway, there's something a little bit Nana Muscuri. So, I better move on. Have we...
5.
Number 5 is the man who must bear the burdens.
Pretty much.
The man who has to bind himself to the mast of a sailing ship so he cannot get blown away with the wind and the waves.
That sounds like it.
He is the man who has to tie himself to a duty while everybody around him is blown away or falls away. And that may be in a work situation, could even be in a family situation, not that I would know. So, because he's on planet Saturn, here is somewhere where a person might gain weight. He may need to look out, keep eyes on that. He may put on weight there. He may also find too much time on planet Saturn gave him dodgy knees and achy knees and so on.
You just went to the doctor last
Now,
week.
No way.
all this planet hopping, he's hopping from one planet to another and then he's done his knees in. Right, but he's the most reliable of people.
That is true.
This isn't in the notes,
in the note.
This isn't in the notes. This isn't in the notes. Look, this is a man of wisdom, the notes say. He's a man of wisdom. But here's the most important thing for today. He's a man who sets boundaries. And these boundaries are within families. There are also boundaries to be set on properties as well. And there's more than one property where the line of offence has to be taken into consideration. And some cheeky so-and-so, to put it politely, been there, seen it, done it, still trying to sort it out, is trying to nick feet of land by yards of land. Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
All right, thank you. So we've gone through the Magnificent Five, but because you're a man who bears the brunt of it all, you'll have to be number 6 as well, because you're the sun, you're everybody's Leo. You're the person who makes life fun for people as well.
I've never seen that.
Ah,
He's not a Leo.
this isn't in the notes. It says here the brightest star. But I'm also got to say, it's telling me something about for me, the better part of East London is going as far out as Romford. And a business in this Havering Borough Council, isn't it? Romford? Havering? Oh yeah, Romford's in Havering, I think. Just inside the M25. But it's about business journeys, work relating to a business, someone else's business, over towards Romford. And a good person to work with will be named Brian.
I don't know, Brian.
No, well, if you meet Brian, he'll be a good chap.
All right.
Because anyone named Brian is a good chap.
Is your name Brian?
Haven't met a bad one yet. Right, so you can also be number 7.
Okay.
And you're on the moon now, so you've jumped all the way from the sun.
My dodgy moves.
Now, here's another challenge for you, because in astrology we're looking at Cancer the crab. Crabs don't go in the most direct direction, don't go in a straight line. They meander. And your challenge is to get everyone going in one line with you. Not going over here, not going over there, down there, up there. But to get everything going one way with you. That is a challenge. Mental strain, I mean, I would say we all have to watch our torso. We all have to watch it, especially as, the young men like us, once we've got to about 30,
It all falls apart.
we have to look after it a bit more. Don't drink and drive, by the way. I only say that for our friends in the police, One's all right, I guess. One's all right. Even though it's a Hungry Horse pub, don't have too many to drink, even in a Hungry Horse. Good value, decent beer, but you can't have 4 or 5 pints nowadays. Anyway, on the moon, expanding the mind, looking more into, because of the age brackets that we're in, when we were 18 we were thinking about cricket and soccer and motorbikes and fun, and then we were thinking about careers and marriages, and then when you get to our age, maybe 30, you see, we actually think, what's ahead for me? We have to plan it a bit more, and what we don't have to do is be negative about it, but we have to plan it with wisdom and plan it with intuition and wisdom. Intuition, if we don't feel like pushing ourselves, don't push ourselves. Wisdom, to get the right advice, what to do, what not to do, because we want to complete our lives in great style. And we don't want our lives to go before what we're predestined to do, or potentially predestined to do, before we've achieved it. So that brings you right down to earth where you are now. You've got it all set out for you by my old friend picture of Hermes Trismegistus. Those notes were never, ever reprinted, never printed anywhere. But it was said that it would reappear one day, but I think I've done my bit with them.
Yeah.
So, is it right for me to carry all that knowledge on my own?
No.
No. Perhaps I should say, would somebody else like to carry the knowledge on? Because I'm not sure at my age I should still be carrying it on. Would this young lady like to carry the knowledge on?
You sure?
It's all in there.
Thank you.
And what does it say?
Nothing, like,
Nothing, it's blank.
Can you show? What's it saying? What's it show? It's blank.
Yeah.
I think it means you should try to write your destiny yourself. Thank you for being a wonderful audience.
Thank you.
Any
Thank you.
questions to ask. Good night,
you.
ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Now, turn this off. How do we turn one of these off? There.